The federal government has been shut down for about a week now. And if you're an investor, you're probably wondering, what does this mean for my money? Well, I've been through multiple government shutdowns as an investor. And what I'm about to tell you, it might surprise you. Because while everyone's panicking about the headlines, smart investors know there's actually a playbook for this situation. I'm Courtney Hill. Welcome to Investing Uncomplicated, where we make your money and the market make sense. In the next 10 minutes, I'll break down exactly how the government shutdowns affect your portfolio, which sectors get hit the hardest, and most importantly, the three moves you need to make right now to protect and potentially profit from this situation. So, first, let's get clear on what a government shutdown actually means for the markets. When the government shuts down, it's not like the stock market closes. That's a misconception. The markets keep running, but here's what changes. Government employees stop getting paid. Federal services, they get suspended, and economic data releases get delayed. But here's the key thing that most people miss. The market has seen this movie before. Since 1976, we've had 22 government shutdowns, and I've analyzed what happened to the markets during each one. Let me show you the data that might shock you. During the average government shutdown, the S&P 500 actually goes up by about 0.01% per day. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard that right. Shutdowns historically haven't crashed the market like the media makes you think. But here's where it gets interesting. The 2013 shutdown lasted 16 days, and the market gained 3% during that period. The 2018-2019 shutdown was the longest in history at 35 days, and the market was actually volatile for different reasons, mainly trade war concerns with China. However, this is crucial. Not all sectors perform the same. Government contractors get hammered. Defense stocks often drop, but consumer discretionary and tech stocks, they often do just fine because people keep buying iPhones and shopping on Amazon, whether the government is open or not. The real impact isn't the shutdown itself, it's the uncertainty around how long it lasts and what caused it in the first place. Let's break down which parts of your portfolio are most at risk. So, the high risk sectors, government contractors like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, federal employee dependent businesses, tourism stocks near federal landmarks, small cap stocks that rely on small business administration loans. Now, some of the lower risk sectors, consumer staples, people still need food and household goods. They still need healthcare. Medical needs don't stop, right? Big tech. These companies have massive cash reserves. Utilities, these are essential services, and that continues regardless of what's happening with the federal government. Here's a pro tip from my many years of investing. If you own individual stocks in the high risk categories, don't panic sell. Instead, look at this as a potential buying opportunity if you believe in the company long term. But if you're invested in a broad market index like the S&P 500 or total market funds, historically, you've been fine during shutdowns. The diversification alone is what protects you. So let's talk about some action steps. All right, so what you should actually be doing right now. Here are my three recommendations. You have a great job. You're making really, really good money, but you know that money is not working for you the way that it should be. You're not by yourself. I meet so many professionals. They're killing it professionally, but they know that they are not using their money to create the lifestyle that they want. Look, most people, they struggle with investing. They either just don't know where to start or they're so afraid of making the wrong decision. And that's why I created the 5-week investing challenge. Like, it gives you education, pre-recorded videos that you can watch whenever you like. So it fits into your schedule no matter how busy life gets. 5 weeks from now, you could be still trying to figure out what to do with your money, or you could be watching your investments grow. Your future self gonna thank you for the decision that you're about to make today. Go on, click the button. I'll see you in class. Number one, don't panic. But do review. Look at your portfolio allocation. If you're heavily weighted in government contractor stocks, you might see some volatility. But remember, shutdowns are temporary. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary situations. Step two, consider this a buying opportunity. If you have cash on the sidelines and you see quality companies and they're dropping due to shutdown fears, this could be your chance. I'm not saying go all in, but if you were already planning to invest, market dips during shutdowns have historically been good entry points. Now, step three, focus on your long term plan. This is where most investors mess up. They let short term news derail their long term strategy. If you're dollar cost averaging in the index funds, look, keep doing what you're doing. If you're building positions in quality companies, just keep doing that. The shutdown is going to end, but your wealth building journey continues. What some of you are thinking, but what if this shutdown is different? What if it lasts months? What if this is the longest in history? Here's the reality. Even the longest shutdown in history was 35 days under the same president. And here's why they don't last forever. The economic pressure becomes too great. When air traffic controllers and TSA agents stop showing up, when tax refunds get delayed, when federal courts start closing, the pressure to reopen, it becomes enormous. The bigger risk to your portfolio isn't the shutdown itself. It's the underlying political and economic issues that caused it. Debt ceiling debates, spending disagreements. These can signal stronger problems. Look, government shutdowns, they're scary headlines, but they're not portfolio killers if you stay smart. The key is having a plan before the crisis hits, not scrambling during it. If this video helped you understand how to navigate market uncertainty, hit the like button and subscribe for more real world investing advice. And drop a comment below. Are you making any moves during this shutdown? Or are you staying the course? Remember, building wealth isn't about timing every market event perfectly. It's about staying consistent, staying educated, and not letting temporary noise derail your long term goals. The government is going to reopen. The markets will keep doing what markets do. And your job is to keep building wealth one smart decision at a time.